Hey, you beautiful twin flames, and welcome back to Tarot for You 444. I know it's been a long minute, and whew, it's kind of not been my fault. So I'm gonna say that from the get-go. I know I told you that I had to get a new phone, which I now do have, which is compatible to upload YouTube videos, so that's really cool. But I also had some health problems, quite severe actually. So my apologies for not being here, for not being supportive to you on your journey. I just had to take a little minute and readdress some things that needed readdressing, as we do. So I'm coming back at you real with lingerie and folded towels and yeah, lots of things have happened in between since you last saw me. So yes, in future videos I will talk a little bit more about that. But today I just wanted to say welcome back. A lot of people, not a lot, but some people unsubscribed. Fair enough. But I'm back now, so if you want to continue to support me, it's been a while. I would like to say that I'm open to readings, but I'm also opening to doing counseling sessions with people as well. I can help you with relationships. I can help you with dating. I can help you with anything that you might be going through that you think you just feel like you need a friend. And look what I did. I don't know if you can see that. I was making a cup of tea the other day and I put my wrist over the kettle and I steam burned myself. And it really hurt. So I'm just, I don't know, maybe I'm just warning one of you so you don't do it. Just be careful. If you've got a bad kettle placement, just maybe move that around. Alrighty, so if you want to let me know how you are, you can contact me at tarotforyou444@gmail.com. That will be in my description box below. That's also how you get in contact with me for readings or counseling sessions or energy healings. And so without further ado, because I've banged on for 3 minutes and 22 seconds, let's dive in and see what's going on with the divine masculine, because wow, oh wow, divine feminine has really come to a lot of conclusions since I've been away. I know a lot of you have been delving into you know, who you really are, and I think that's really beautiful. Who you really are as a person, who you really are in this journey. Do you even want to entertain your masculine? I'm sure a lot of you have come you know, gone back and forth. Let's have a little look-see here. These are little special cards that came out, so they are a little side note that we'll have a look at afterwards. Bottom of the deck for your masculine, feeling somewhat alone, even though they may have someone that they know with them. I feel like for a lot of you, they feel like they can't get to you. So for some of you, it's a long distance theme. For some of you, it's that they are perhaps married with someone else, growing their pentacles with someone else. But then we have the 5 of Wands here. And the Five of Wands is definitely indicative. I want to find it in this deck so that I can show you, because Five of Wands is a very interesting card. That's the wrong wands. So just bear with me while we look. The Five of Wands is this argument with self, argument with the world, not happy about what's going on in the world. It's this fine line between pleasure and pain. Do you know that song? It's a really interesting take on how the masculine's feeling. It's like, I have to fight for everything. I have to fight for my money. I have to fight for this relationship that I'm in, if they're in a relationship with someone else. I have to fight, you know, to help raise my kids. I have to fight with my mother-in-law. I have to fight with whoever it is. And there's this sense of feeling as though they need to go within, but they don't quite know how. And the feminine kind of rocks up in this reading as the High Priestess. Really boss-like, really beautiful. She has been doing it right. Going within, maybe crying at the moon, maybe feeling all kinds of ways, but she knows that she needs to lead by example. So because the masculine didn't show up for a really long time, she knew that she had to go within, work on herself, do these things. And for a lot of you, that's brought your masculine back to you, because we have him showing up here as the Knave of Pentacles or the Knight of Pentacles, being far more stable in your life, still perhaps having some immature kind of behaviors. We have him showing up here as a little bit of an immature boy, but he's headed in the right direction with the Chariot. So we have this interesting, I want to say, menage a trois. And it's all kind of because of the feminine leading. So it's a very beautiful lead into, and the leading into the opportunity with the feminine is here. The Ace of Pentacles shows up right before the High Priestess. And this is the masculine realizing that I can have communication with the feminine. When I do have communication with the feminine, I feel great. And then when he turns his back, I'm going to hold up these three cards together because together they make sense. I did once try to do my phone down on the cards and it wasn't good. I know there's probably things you can buy to do that, but it was pretty funny. So here we have this opportunity, right? It's a, oh, hang on. That one, and then that one. Sorry, I had to do it back to front because it's back to front my way. So he has this opportunity with the feminine, but if he turns his back, the opportunities seem to go away. And he's like, I feel more full with the feminine. I feel more full when I communicate with her. She seems to be able to build with the Ten of Pentacles here. She seems to be able to build, you know, with her eyes closed, you know, being blindfolded. Because she's kind of like, I want to say no fucks given. There's this no fucks given kind of energy about her. And he loves that because it's giving him strength. Okay, she's not too fazed about what's going on. I mean, she may have had a few little whinges here and there, a few little complaints here and there. But we've got this strength card, and that's the feminine. Then the Four of Pentacles shows up in reverse here. Very interesting. Let me find the Four of Pentacles here for you, because in the traditional tarot, sometimes I just like to use the traditional tarot because it explains everything better. The Four of Pentacles is like, I'm holding on to all this stuff. I'm holding on to all this baggage. And the feminine seems to be taming her ego and doing these things and, you know, feeling happy and feeling good. And like, how can she be so fortuitous all the time? So we have the Wheel of Fortune showing up twice on top of each other for him. Once in the upright and once in the reverse, right? Do we go with ourself or do we go with the feminine? Or is the feminine ourself? So he kind of knows that he needs to go within, because as you go within, you attract your twin flame. But there's also this part of him that wants to be near her physically. And it's really beautiful because that's what gives him the strength. So the physical attraction at the moment coming from the masculine is really strong, really beautiful. But it's because, as I say, the feminine has been sitting in this wonderful High Priestess seat, you know. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so then we have that little message that was coming. Knight of Cups, Two of Wands together here. This is, I'm offering you love, Divine Feminine, but I don't really know how, because there's something blocking him. And this Three of Wands situation here, which kind of tells me that there's a distance or there's a third party in the way. And then we have the Star and the Queen of Cups. Like, he sees you as his one true love, the person he can talk to about anything, the one that loves him back. So it's such an interesting storyline here. It's like, with you, Divine Feminine, I can do anything, but how do I get through this block? Because I really want to see you. I really want to be with you. It's a beautiful energy. He's realizing that he was maybe harsh on the feminine in the past. There's some reflection going on here in his own world. I like the reflection part of the masculine, because it says to me that he understands now and that he's had this growth, and we really need him to have the growth. The feminine's all growing on her own, you know, like she's like a wild tree in the middle of the desert. The things that she's done are amazing, and the masculine has suffered in silence for some time. Look at this. I was talking about growth. There has been some growth here, and the masculine is coming across in a beautiful way. He's realizing that the struggle doesn't have to be on his own. Like, here the feminine holds this key to the castle, that he wants to be a part of this castle, you know. It's a spiritual journey that they do together. But she's had to do it on her own. You know, she's had to grab this key and go into the castle and find all the dark places and lighten them up. And now he's kind of coming into the castle and going, ooh, the castle's quite nice. And that's because she's prepared for him, this space. You know, the castle is the space of nurturing, the space where she's given herself to him, even in a telepathic way. So he no longer feels this need to stand alone. You know, upright, this is a guy standing alone. He's starting to realize that, ooh, I don't want to do this on my own. I know I have my own journey to go on, but I don't necessarily want to do it on my own in a physical way anymore. So then we have these beautiful flowers. You know, he wants to give himself to the feminine, but in a beautiful way. You know, before he may have said some things in the past that were unkind, rude, selfish. But now he's starting to realize that when you love someone, when you truly love someone, there's no room for the ego. Yeah, so this is his past self, a little bit sly, a little bit selfish. I'm all about what I want. And then the feminine turned away, and she had no choice but to work on herself. And so we're seeing the beauty of that coming now. You know, this guy is a gentleman. Look at how he's dressed. You could say that these clothes represent a marriage. You know, I'm coming correct. I'm dressing correctly. I'm speaking correctly. I'm trying to give you an anchor. You know, I'm trying to be steadfast. I'm trying to hold this down, what we have. And the feminine, she shows up as well. And she's mature. She's ready. You know, in the past, there was this childlikeness about her, where she may have said, you know, why aren't you calling me? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? And then she realized that, oh, hang on a minute. I can't force the beauty. The beauty has to come in its own time. And, you know, as you guys, some of you have waited for me to come back. I had some beautiful messages via email, so thank you very much. As you've waited for me to come back, there's been this progressive, beautiful energy from the masculine where he's learning to just be kind and be loving. Look at this, beautiful. Look at the growth around his heart. You know, a 2 and a 4, a 24, if we add them together, it's a 6, and it's harmony. He's being harmonious. You know, he's thinking about a future with the feminine. Now, for some of you, that may not mean rainbows and unicorns and getting married and all of that. Some of you, that might mean that you've got a really beautiful friendship. And for some of you, that might mean that you create a family together. I love the number 17. For those of you who are really, really awake, you'll know what that means. 17 is a really big number. But we have the 12. It's a melodious relationship that you can have with your masculine, especially when you don't put anything on it. When you let it grow by itself naturally, just like this tree is growing naturally, you don't start cutting branches off and you don't start poisoning parts of it. You just be you and the beautiful part of you without your ego. It's amazing how much this will grow. What a beautiful reading. Very beautiful reading. I'm so proud of the feminines working on themselves, bringing the beauty of the masculine to them. Just sitting in your own lane, doing your own thing, working on yourself, contemplating life, right? Taking your time, creating a home for your masculine. You know, got a bit rocky there on the ocean for a while there, remember? The seas were a bit turbulent. And then as you work on yourself, the sunshine comes out And you think, where the hell is this guy? Because he was, you know, doing his own thing for quite some time. And then all of a sudden he shows up. And he shows up with faith for you both. Not necessarily religious faith. It could be, because we do have the church here as well. But it's a special kind of faith, you know, that the relationship will thrive between you. This is really good news. Really good news. So what I want to do is thank you all of you who've come back to watch me. You know, what was wrong with me was very serious. So like I said, you know, in videos to come, I may delve into that a little bit more if I feel it necessary. But yeah, I wasn't just leaving you guys in the lurch. I'm sorry if you felt that I was. Thank you for coming back. If you're here watching me today, I feel like this is a really beautiful start to the middle of the year. Because we're in the middle of the year, aren't we? And yeah, I feel, you know, I feel very grateful for those of you who are still here. If you would like to donate to my channel, feel free. I have a PayPal link below. That would be really helpful at this time. If you want to get a reading with me or a counseling session with me, I'm also up for that as well. Just contact me through my tarot for you 444@gmail.com. For correct spelling and everything, just go down into the description box. So yeah, have a beautiful day, everyone, and I'll try to be here a little bit more often. Yeah, I've got a dog barking outside. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's kind of cute. That's kind of meaning that, you know, your divine masculine is perhaps wanting to communicate with you, or perhaps he wants to tell you something this week, you know. Alrighty, so I'm gonna say goodbye because the dog's barking, and I'm really grateful to you today. Okay, bye everyone. Bye.